All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to one, episode one of chapter two. Okay, of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. On yesterday, we did uh the last episode of chapter one, right? Okay. Okay. Now let's move to chapter two. But uh here is the final paragraph of chapter 1 and we haven't did it. And now we will read this paragraph first. Then we will move to chapter 2. Okay? Chapter 2 is a very interesting chapter. Okay, let's go. A brief ruffle. The net hedges of Privet Drive, which lay silent and tidy under the inky sky. The very last place you would expect astonishing things to happen. Harry Potter rolled over inside his blanket without without waking up. One small hand closed on the ladder beside him, and he slept on it. Not knowing he was special, not knowing he was famous, not knowing he would be woken in a few hours' time by Mrs. Dursley's scream as she opened the front door to put out the milk bottles, nor that he would spend the next few weeks being prodded and pinched by his cousin Dolly. He couldn't know that all this very moment people meeting in secret all over the country were holding up their classes, the glasses, and saying in hushed voices, "To Harry Potter, the boy who lived." Okay, and now let's move to chapter 2, the vanishing glass. Okay, here we go. Chapter 2, the vanishing glass. Nearly 10 years had passed since the Dursleys had woken up to find their nephew on the front step, but Privet Drive had hardly changed at all. The sun rose on the same tidy front gardens and lit up the brass number 4 on the Dursleys' front door. It crept into their living room, which was almost exactly the same as it had been on the night when Mr. Dursley had seen that fateful news report about the hours. Not only the photographs on the mantelpiece really showed how much time had passed. 10 years ago, there had been lots of pictures of what looked like in large pink beach ball wearing different colored purple hats, but Dolly Dursley was no longer a baby, and now the photograph showed a large, blond boy riding his first bicycle on a roundabout uh, at the fair, playing a computer game with his father, being being huge, hot, being hugged and kissed by his mother. The room held no sign at all that another boy lived in the house too. Yet Harry Potter was still there, asleep at the moment. But not for long. His Aunt Petunia was awake, and it was her shrill voice which made the first noise of the day. "Up! Get up! Now!" Harry woke with a start. His aunt rapped on the door again. "Up!" he screeched. Harry heard He walked towards the kitchen, and then the sound of the frying pan being put on the cooker. He rolled on he rolled onto his back and tried to remember the dream he had been having. It had been a good one. There had been a flying motorbike in it. He had a funny feeling he had the same dream before. His aunt was back outside the door. Are you up yet? Are you up yet? He demanded. Nearly, said Harry. Well, get a move on. I want you to look after the bacon. And don't you dare let it burn. I want everything perfect on Dodie's birthday. Harry groaned. What did you say? His aunt snapped through the door. Nothing, nothing. Dursley's birthday. How could he have forgotten? Harry got slowly out of bed and started looking for socks. He found a pair under his bed and, after pulling a spider off one of them, put them on. Harry was used to spiders because the cupboard under the stairs was full of them, and that was where he slept. Alright, and that is the end of episode 1 of chapter 2 of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Thank you for listening and goodbye.